Professional boxer Tyson Fury has left quite the mark in the world of boxing, having won multiple World Heavyweight Championships, WBC titles, and Ring Magazine titles. Interestingly, though, he has done pretty much the same in the automobile world, owning some of the most classic wheels. In today's video, we'll be seeing some of Tyson Fury's craziest cars. And trust me, you'd be shocked to know how expensive these vehicles are. Let's get down to it. Ferrari Portofino. To start with, Tyson Fury owns a Ferrari Portofino, which is pretty expensive. We're talking around $220,000. The car is a 2+2 hardtop convertible with the Italian luxury of a Ferrari. It uses a 3.9-liter twin-turbocharged V8 engine that delivers a wild 600 horsepower, allowing the Portofino and Tyson to go from 0 to 60 mph in just 3.5 seconds. That's some serious speed, if you ask me. But I don't think speed was the only thing in Fury's head when he purchased this vehicle. The retractable hardtop adds quite the flair to the vehicle, and of course, it will come in handy during the seasons. The cabin is spacious too, being able to take in Fury's sitting height, and the handling is probably second to none. In 2019, Fury revealed his Portofino alongside fellow boxer Billy Joe Saunders, who owns the exact same model. Trust me, friendship goals like these don't quite come easy. Range Rover SVR. The Gypsy King, as he is nicknamed, also owns a Range Rover Sport SVR. This SUV comes with a 5.0-liter supercharged V8 engine that produces around 575 horsepower and 698 Nm of torque. With a top speed of 162 miles, I'm guessing Fury really went for power and speed on this one. The SVR has an 8-speed automatic transmission and Land Rover's terrain response system, so it runs perfectly on any terrain. Inside, it's all comfort and tech, with a high-end infotainment system. With a starting price of around $120,000, it's quite clear he went all out for the big car. Interestingly, Fury decided to personalize it with a military-style exterior. I'm not sure if I'd be more terrified seeing a military vehicle charging toward me or Fury's SVR racing after me. Mercedes G-Wagon. Fury's MercedesAMG G-Class SUV, valued at around $168,000, is just one car that speaks about how rich the boxer is. It uses a 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 engine that produces about 577 horsepower and hits a top speed of 137 miles an hour. On the topic of acceleration, well, think going from 0 to 60 mph in just 4.5 seconds. His G-Class is personalized with blacked-out windows, and one of these windows even features his famous GK monogram, a nod to his Gypsy King persona. It also comes with a 12.3-inch touchscreen, off-road cockpit, leather finishes, and even interesting trim pieces. The G-Class is probably well known for its off-road capabilities, making it worthy of its price and, well, worthy of the Gypsy King. Ferrari GTC4Luso T. It's one thing to own a Ferrari, it's another thing to own more than one. Fury's Ferrari GTC4Luso T is probably one of the most fancy cars in his collection. He bought it in 2019, dropping around $316,000 for it. Interestingly, it turned out to be his favorite. The GTC4Luso T is a 4-seater Grand Tourer with a 6.3-liter V12 engine that delivers 680 horsepower and 696 Nm of torque. With this, it can go from 0 to 60 mph in less than 4 seconds and can hit a top speed of 208 mph. That sort of explains why it is his favorite. What makes his GTC4Luso T even more special is its 4-wheel drive system. Inside, it has leather upholstery, rich carbon fiber accents, polished metal trim, and foldable rear seats that give you 28.3 cubic feet of cargo space. I think he'd have that proud car owner look just seeing the car parked in his garage. RollsRoyce Dawn. The RollsRoyce Dawn is another car that adds to the beauty of Fury's collection. Powered by a 6.6-liter twin-turbo V12 engine, it produces about 563 horsepower. And the price? Let's say around $350,000. With a top speed of 155 mph, it delivers quite the experience. The Dawn offers a smooth, quiet ride, with an interior crafted from hand-stitched leather and the latest tech, making every drive feel like first class on an airplane. For Fury, this car fits perfectly with his fine taste and probably with his fleet. 1993. Mini Cooper. Fury definitely went a bit old but vintage with his 1993 Mini Cooper. Honestly, it's a bit of a surprise seeing this Mini, if we should call it that, among his super fancy cars. Despite being a massive 6'9", Fury enjoys cruising around in this compact little car in his hometown of Morecambe. With its old-school vibe, it's clear that Fury wasn't looking for anything flashy, just a fun ride. The Mini runs on a small 1.3-liter four-cylinder engine, pushing out only 60 horsepower, which is significantly smaller than all the other cars he has. Considering how small the car is and its relatively much smaller specs, the Mini should be the least expensive car in Fury's garage. Still, $13,500 on a car like this doesn't seem too bad. It's cute, really. Ferrari California. Fury's third Ferrari was a 2010 Ferrari California, which used a 4.3-liter V8 engine that produced around 502 horsepower and 470 Nm of torque. Like the Ferrari GTC4Luso, it went from 0 to 60 in less than 4s, with a top speed reaching 193 miles an hour. Considering the model, it's possible he spent somewhere between $94,000 to $97,000 for this car. Fury had initially purchased this car, but he later sold it to a friend, likely as a part of his decision to downsize or reallocate his vehicles. Details on the sale weren't really open, though it's pretty clear that it was another car recycling attempt by the Gypsy King. 2022 Porsche Taycan. Fury also owned a Porsche, particularly a 2022 Porsche Taycan. He picked it up after his big win over Dillian Whyte in 2022. Insert clip. Probably the perfect gift to celebrate the event. And get this, it's electric. With 750 horsepower, it is likely that this car has the most power and acceleration among the others. It is also able to go from 0 to 60 mph in just 3 seconds, hitting a top speed of 165. The Taycan has Porsche's notably sleek design, with top-of-the-line features like regenerative braking and an all-wheel drive system that make it pretty smart for a drive. Even though it's a luxury EV, it doesn't skip on performance, kind of like Fury himself. The car is priced around $140,000, which might be heavy on the wallet, but still is not the most expensive car with Fury. 2021 Mercedes-Benz AMG G63. Fury's 2021 Mercedes-Benz AMG G63 was probably designed for high-end car enthusiasts like him. Powered by a 4.0-liter V8 twin-turbo engine, it generates an impressive 577 horsepower and reaches a top speed of 137 miles an hour. Speaking of off-road capability, the G63's is unmatched with 3 locking differentials, making it pretty much as rugged as its owner Fury. Inside, it has a plush cabin with some wild tech, featuring leather upholstery, a Burmester sound system, and a dual-screen infotainment setup. With its boxy silhouette, it remains a head-turner, a one-of-a-kind vehicle. Fury bought this 2021 model for around $160,000. It might sound too expensive, but when you think about the blend of performance and luxury the car offers and, of course, the boxer's persona, I think it's all worth it. 2015 Bentley Continental GT. Speaking of blending performance and luxury, the Gypsy King owns a 2015 Bentley Continental GT that just adds style and power to the whole mix. It has a 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 engine that oozes out 500 horsepower and 660 Nm of torque. With that kind of power, it can hit a speed of 188 miles an hour pretty easily and go from 0 to 60 mph in just 4.6 seconds. Okay, that's fast. Very fast. Aside speed, though, the car's interior is gorgeous with quilted leather seats that makes you feel like you're driving on your money. Plus, it has both front and rear parking sensors, a rear-view camera, and tire pressure monitoring. We should probably chip in its 8-inch touchscreen and voice control system, definitely driving on that money. With a price tag of around $118,000, Fury's Continental GT is definitely a huge investment on his end. If he ever wants to sell it, he'll probably not go below $110,000. Though, with the fancy look it adds to his garage, I really doubt he'd consider selling it soon. Rolls-Royce Cullman. Fury didn't triple only his Ferraris, he did the same for his Rolls-Royces. His second, a Rolls-Royce Cullman, is powered by a 6.75-liter twin-turbo V12 engine. For car enthusiasts, a V12 like this is a gem. Packing around 563 horsepower, it can hit a top speed of 155 miles per hour. Pretty big numbers for a big car. Inside, it has handcrafted seats, a customizable rear seat entertainment system, two 12-inch displays, a head-up display, lane departure warning, adaptive cruise control, and a 360-degree camera system. We haven't even mentioned the Magic Carpet Ride suspension, which ensures a very smooth ride, or the viewing suite, which creates a cinema-like mood, but in a car. The price for this vehicle was around $350,000. Yeah, it was the most expensive car among the fleet. Fair to say that Fury's taste in cars is on another level, and money doesn't quite cut it for him. Volkswagen Passat. This might sound crazy, but Fury eventually sold the Cullman and traded it for a 2006 Volkswagen Passat. No one knows exactly why he flipped a $350,000 car for one that cost him just $500, but really, it's just weird. Anyway, the Passat, with its no-frills diesel engine, is a long while off from the flashy luxury of a Rolls, and in almost every instance, they are just totally different. Besides being almost half the weight of the Cullman, the Passat uses a 1.8L engine, which is around 4 times less than the engine volume of the Cullman. Even if it offers significantly more cargo space, the Passat isn't really the most stylish car. Probably he was just trying to stay humble. The Passat might seem like an odd choice for someone with his status, but it's actually a smart and reliable car too. It's a simple, no-nonsense sedan and doesn't quite require a lot of repairs or maintenance. Fun fact, Fury got it as a second-hand vehicle. Rolls-Royce Phantom Series 2. And again, a Rolls-Royce. Fury's third Rolls-Royce, this time a $450,000 Phantom Series 2, is all over his social media, and it's really easy to see why. The Phantom Series 2 comes with a 6.75-liter V12 engine, delivering a heavy 563 horsepower. It also has a top speed of around 155 miles per hour, so while it's not exactly the fastest, it still hits close to the bullseye of speed. Inside, it has handcrafted wood veneers, fine leather upholstery, and well-detailed metal accents. It also has a customizable glass panel feature, the gallery, where really beautiful art pieces can be displayed. Then there's the Whispers app, flag bearer system, and the fiber optic lights. He actually had a Phantom before, but sold it during a rough period in his career. Fast forward, and today he's got 2 Series 2 models. 2015 Lamborghini Aventador S. Finally, Fury also owns a 2015 Lamborghini Aventador S, which we probably would describe as the crown jewel of his cars, not just for its price but also for what it offers. Almost like the Cullman, it comes with a 6.5-liter V12 engine that cranks out 730 horsepower and about 690 Nm of torque. When it comes to speed, the Aventador S doesn't disappoint. It can reach an impressive 217 miles per hour and accelerates from 0 to 60 mph in just 2.9 seconds. Believe it or not, this is the fastest car in Fury's collection. But, of course, it's not just about speed. The Aventador S is built with precision features like dynamic steering, rear wheel steering, and a 12.3-inch TFT display that adapts to driving modes such as Strada, Sport, and Corsa. It also boasts fine leather and Alcantara upholstery, along with Lamborghini's signature scissor doors. To celebrate winning his first world title in 2015, Fury spent around $220,000 on the Aventador S. For a Lamborghini of this kind, it's definitely worth it. That's a wrap for today's video. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to stay updated with all our upcoming content. We'll catch you in the next one.